morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to everyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. So today I am going to be casing a card. And case means copy and share everything, or copy and selectively edit. Depends on your outlook on these things. Today I am going to selectively edit. Hello Nikki and hello Gladys, thanks for joining me. When you hop on, please do say hello. Even if you're watching on replay, say hello in the comments and I will see that. Either on YouTube or on Facebook. Thank you very much. So today I am using this Quiet Meadow and its accompanying Meadow dies, which I think are lovely. It's interesting because I didn't think I really liked collage type sets, but I've been using this to make collage stuff and really been quite happy with it. So yeah, surprise to me. These silhouette dies, all these big stems here, they do not actually coordinate with this image, but they're beautiful in and of themselves. So you can go back. I know I used this on another live back when it was brand new, I guess to me in May probably, but it's in the annual catalog, and I'm going to show you a picture of the card that I am casing. Hello Paula, thanks for joining me. So this is the card. This is by Leslie Larkin. I'm not quite sure where she is, except I believe she's in the US from looking at the proportions of her card. And I think it's very pretty the way it is, but I wanted to show you another product that I've fallen absolutely in love with recently. And that is this cork specialty paper. And I thought instead of using the embossed background there, I would use this. So that's prompted me to keep her layout, but change up colors on things. So I just wanted to show you, you can put it on, say, soft suede. It'll pull out those deeper tones, or coordinate more with the deeper tones and all the cracks and crevices. But because hers was actually crumb cake on crumb cake, and I wanted to keep that tone on tone a little more true, I have found that it pairs very nicely with cinnamon cider. This is one of the things, this and the Bloom Where You're Planted designer series paper has finally sold me on cinnamon cider. It was really not, it was probably my least favorite color, and it may still be my least favorite color, but I like it a whole lot more now. But I think those are really nice together. And in fact, I'm going to take a moment and show you, this is a card that we're making in my Plentiful Plants, Bloom Where You're Planted product playground class this month. Hi Jenny, thanks for joining me. Again, I use that cork specialty paper along with the Bloom Where You're Planted designer series paper to make this card, and I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out. So set that aside, go back to the card that we're making. For those of you who've just joined me, I am casing this card by Leslie Larkin today using Quiet Meadow. And I'm changing up the colors. I'm keeping the layout, but I'm changing up the colors. I'm changing the layout a little bit because she's got the US or the North American layout on letter size cardstock, and I'm using A4. So the proportions, the sizes of things are a little bit different, but it's the same layout. And she used crumb cake, and then basic black for her square, and I'm keeping it in the brown tones and using early espresso, but still getting that same very dark contrast. I did keep the very vanilla that she used because I think that's better than the stark white. Yeah, so I'm going to bring in some stamps. We're going to stamp up this piece. You can see she stamped it collage style back there, and we're going to do something very similar here. So let me see if I have all my stamps mounted. Not one. What all did she use? Yeah, I think that's all she used, along with the letters. So some of it's going to be in cinnamon cider, and I'm going to bring in a piece of grungy paper to stamp off on. Oh, ha! Look, there's my note, upside down. I put the sticker on upside down. And once you put those stickers on, you can't get them off. So I labeled it to let me know. And we're going to stamp off just to be sure. Yep. So I want this to be kind of on the light side. So I am stamping off before I stamp on there. And I'm actually going to stamp it a few more times. And that may be all I need with that. And we'll stamp some in early espresso. I hear Noah playing behind me. I don't know if you can hear him. Yeah, Nikki, that cork paper is just gorgeous stuff. Yeah, I think that might be about it. I might add just to do a little more of my own thing. I think I'm going to add some of these speckles too, but really lightly. So I'm going to stamp off a couple times here. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, and then the other bit of stamping I need to do once I have cleaned off these. Yeah. Noah, he likes to growl at his toys. So we just got extended in our lockdown for another 7 days till next Tuesday, at least. I always put at least because then I'm not disappointed. And this means that the class that I had scheduled for this Saturday, which we could have done online, we all decided that we were going to push that out and by one more week, which is a bummer, but that means that I know we have a better chance of being able to meet in person, and I know that the people who have to get their kits by mail will have them by then, because I'm sending them to them. If we can meet in person, they can bring them back. But disappointing, but absolutely necessary. We are going to get this Delta variant down. Okay, this is Thinking of You in the Early Espresso. And I am going to go really fast and cut that out. It uses a die from this set, this label die, and I will be right back. There we go. And let's bring stuff in here. So I went ahead and I cut out, I was actually organized today, and I did go ahead and cut out the stems, and you can see she used basic black crumb cake, and then I'm not sure if that's Poppy Parade or Real Red, but you know, bright pop of color. And what I did was I did the Early Espresso, cinnamon cider, and for my bright pop, see a little bit that needs to come out. There we go. I didn't go quite as bright as she did. I kept it more in the same color tones and did Calypso Coral. I'm kind of liking that. There we go. And that will be on there. So, ready to assemble. So this one's going really fast today. It'll be a little more pokey when I get to positioning those flowers exactly how I want them. So let's see, we've got some liquid glue. Go ahead and put that down. So this it's, you know, incredibly thin sheets of actual cork. But you can see, I mean, the paper's thin too, with the paper backing. So I'm hoping they do a video to show us how they made that, because that's pretty intriguing. But they may have bought it from a vendor that they can't show us the process on. But anyhow. And I've put it so that the most interesting part of the paper, you know, this is kind of, obviously it's interesting, but it's kind of the most boring part, at least textured part. So that's the part that's going to be covered up with that. Yeah, I think when so many things were being very, very shabby chic all the time, I wasn't into the collage stuff so much, because just overall that's not my thing. But now that we've got so many other options for things, I'm okay with it. think I'm just gonna have to go for it here. Okay, so I could have cut these out with double-sided adhesive on the back, and I maybe should have, but I didn't. So itty bitty tiny dots of glue. And what I find is if I get the glue right there at the point, there we go, I can just touch that bead on there and get tiny dots, which is what I want. Move a little bit quickly, especially if you're in a drier climate, so that they don't dry out. There's that one. Okay. Just kind of figuring out where I want to aim for when I come down. I'm actually going to trim. Like so. That's going to go on with dimensionals. Glad you like the color combo. Yeah, I wanted the pop like she had, but I didn't want to go that true red. Just no, I think she's right. Not centered on the card, centered on this. Okay, and then she has a bow that she made out of linen thread. That's what I was trying to figure out before I got on with you guys. Let me find my linen thread. I think more gray than I would want. I think what I'm going to do is take some of my, let's try this. This is where we're getting into experimentation. This is my light cinnamon cider. Oh, it keeps twisting on me, so it might be kind of variegated, which might be okay. Yeah, that's going to be better. So this dries almost instantly, so I can color up a length of it. Let's see how this works. Yeah, nice try. Like I said, it might turn out to be a bit variegated, but that's okay too. Let's see if that's, oh, we doubled. Double, single, single, double. Everything doubled. Okay, do a little bit more. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I used this before, and I know you're kind of joking, but you could find something else to use that gives you this kind of look. Or you can order it. I'll tell you, take a look at the ones in the mini that's coming up, because there's another set or two that have these long stems in them with dies, and I was like, oh, I think I might like these even better than the ones I have, so I may have to go ahead and buy them as well. I just haven't made that choice yet. I think that's enough now. Just. Okay. To get just the right spot. Come here. There we go. I think I'm going to be happy with that on there. I'll bring it in so you can see. Yep. There it is. Trim that one a little more. No, it's not Village Chemist. Excuse me one second, I'm going to yell at Glenn for a second. Hey, Glenn? Victoria Market Pharmacy. Sorry about that. I can hear him on the phone with his doctor asking for prescription refills. Okay, enough futzing with that. Find glue dots. There's the glue dot. Duh. Like, why isn't it sticking? Because it didn't come with. Because I bet the twine's still a little bit wet. Okay, I'm going to pull this in to add some pressure right there on that glue dot. There we go. And then she had... Oh, I know what I've got that I can put on there. I still have last year's in color. And she did the bright. And for just the right thing. It's going to take me just a moment. And a little bit of playing. Well, there it is now.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That was it.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Have a great day. Bye.
There we go. Now, the other thing she did on hers, I don't think I do. I have one pre-cut. The inside, she did another die cut and glued it in there. So I'm going to do that as well. So since we are on lockdown 5.0, Nicole's uni classes have all been moved online, and she comes up here. We've set up a table for her, and she can do her thing. Clear open space free of her apartment distractions. And she has just walked in to do that. And then I will just trim those off. Meant to go a little bit higher. Hello.
Hey.
I'm online.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So the class at 10:30?
Yes.
It's one of those that I'm not actually doing.
Oh, well, you can do your homework then.
Yep.
See ya.
See ya. Come on, Noah.
Noah gets so excited when Booth comes. Yes, you've got everybody tonight. There we go. There's that. And let's decorate an envelope while we're at it, huh? Since we're doing well on time today. We've got everything out. Whoa, that was a bit much. Don't push so hard. Well, rats. Oh well. That may be why I don't usually do envelopes. Anyhow, it was good until that last one. There we go. Hope you like that. There's that Quiet Meadow set again. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I will be back again, same time, same place, next week with another project. If you are in Australia and you would like for me to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, drop me a line either in the comments on this video, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Send me an email at nancy@nancysniftynotes.com, or yeah, send me a private message on Facebook, and I will get you set up with your own set of catalogs, and happy to help you sort out what it is you need to get started. And yeah, thanks for joining me. See you next week. Bye-bye.